So one of the most fun Inc.com columns that I've done recently came from an interview with a guy named Seth Spain, who is an assistant professor at Binghamton University School of Management and also now a blogger on the Psychology Today website. And what he did was he reviewed a large number of studies to discover whether what he calls the dark triad, which are qualities that most of us think of as really, really bad, can help you be more successful in your career. And guess what? They can. So here's what smart leaders and other aspiring professionals can learn from narcissists, manipulators, and psychopaths. So the first thing is narcissists. We've all encountered narcissists. All they think about is themselves and their dream and their idea. Well, doesn't that sound a little bit like a really successful entrepreneur to you? Like, maybe Steve Jobs? Okay, maybe we won't put names on it, but the fact is, when you are so taken up with something, you think it's the most important thing in the world, you're sure it's going to be successful, you're absolutely positive it's wonderful, that sentiment is contagious. And people who listen to you talk like that and people you present to and pitch to are going to catch that fever. So without going all the way to being a narcissist, take a little bit of that narcissistic enthusiasm with you next time you go in to pitch a customer. You may find that it really helps. The second thing is what you can learn from manipulators. Now, all of us have had awful relationships with people who are really manipulative, and that's a bad, bad thing. And I completely agree. But the fact of the matter is, our entire capitalist enterprise is built to some degree on people manipulating each other and companies manipulating us, right? I mean, they put the soda machine right where you're going to be hot and thirsty because they know that'll manipulate you into putting the dollar in and getting the soda. So a little bit of manipulation is healthy, and a little bit of manipulation will help you often get where you need to go. And particularly if you're a manager, a little bit of manipulation is really important because you need to find ways to bring employees towards where you want them to go. The same way if you're pitching people or running a company, the same way with customers, you need to get inside their head and figure out what cues will take them in the direction you want. That is a healthy amount of manipulation and will help you in your career, and it will help you as a leader. And the third piece of the dark triad that we can all learn from is psychopaths. Now, psychopath is a very scary word, and it's a word that's often misunderstood in lay society. I say psychopath, you think Jeffrey Dahmer or somebody else eating your next door neighbor. That's not what a subclinical psychopath is. A psychopath is someone who doesn't care as much about consequences, doesn't feel as much empathy with other people, can think only about their goals and not care too much about who they're hurting along the way or how they get there. Now, I'm not suggesting that you not care about how you get where you're going or who you hurt along the way. Not at all. But it is true that all of us make mistakes and all of us fail and all of us sometimes, usually inadvertently, hurt other people. And we all have a human tendency to stop at that point and feel terrible and look back and really regret and wish we could change things differently and wish we could change the past. And all of that slows us down. So to the degree that you can stop and say, okay, I screwed up, this didn't work, I'm going forward, it doesn't matter, you can learn from psychopaths to get on and become more successful. So don't become a member of the dark triad. Please don't stop caring about the people around you, but do think about bringing just a little bit of these qualities into your professional life if they aren't there. It won't make you a bad person, and it might make you a better leader.